Some bloggers focus on traffic. The problem with that is traffic doesn't pay the bills. It comes down to conversions, which is really powerful, especially if you focus on high ticket items. You don't have to work as hard and you make more money. So I'm going to go over 5 steps on how to do that today. Okay, so the first step is why blogging? And you might be thinking this, well, isn't blogging dead? There's no money in blogging. Well, blogging is actually really nice because it's semi-passive. And what I mean by that is you can create a blog post once and it can continue to get traffic, months and months and years into the future. Now, I say semi-passive because it's good to update the blog post, yearly, every 6 months. It depends on how competitive it was, but you don't have to do that much work. And because some people don't focus on blogging, they focus on other things, it's a nice little, how should I say this, tool in your toolbox, okay? All right. And yeah, blogging, it has changed. I've been in the game for a long, long time. And AI can help so much, especially with blogging. So that's why I kind of want to go over today, right? So the first step is really about the keywords. Keywords really are just everything. It's with blogging. Even if you want to write an Amazon Kindle book, you have to go through keywords, to get found. It doesn't matter. You can write the best book in the world, but if you don't get found, don't write it, right? So keywords are, and when you first start off, you want keywords that are not competitive. From a scale of 1 to 100, 100 being competitive, 1 being very easy. You want like 1 out of 10 out of 1 out of 100, like super, super low. And what's cool about AI is it can generate keyword ideas for you, okay? But however, the difficulty, and this is what Gemini told me, the AI, is they kind of give guesses, estimates. If you want exact numbers in traffic, there are tools you can use that can kind of give you the exact numbers on, difficulty and how much traffic a keyword gets as well, okay? So that's the first step. And as you can see, I even created a little calculator here, but you could really make some cash, with blogging. You could play around with these numbers here and you can kind of look at it like, wow, you can make some decent money, okay? So what's so cool about AI is I look at it like AI gets your foot in the door. It helps you compete. And when it comes to blogging, to me, the beginning really is the hardest part. It's just kind of getting the momentum going. So what I do is I use AI to get the ball rolling. So I'll use Gemini, ChatGPT, and I'll paste this into it, and it kind of comes up with the hooks, where they can put the keywords in there. It can kind of give you some ideas on affiliate products to link to, and the meta description, the meta titles and stuff like that. And so it really just helps so much. And I use the same structure in my blog post, and I'll write the blog post in WordPress, so it's super fast. But I'll use this exact same structure, and you can kind of take it from me what I'm doing. That's what I do. And another really cool thing about AI is the subheadings. Is you can have AI write the subheadings to be more long tail, because those subheadings can also get traffic as well. So what I'm trying to say is AI knows all the tips and tools, SEO, and all that tech crap to help you out, okay? All right. Now, the thing with blogging is it's all about EAT nowadays, which is experience, expertise, authority, and trust. So all my blog posts I hand write, or you could do like voice to words and whatever, that helps too. But what some people are doing is they're just having AI write the entire blog post for them. And I just think that's a mistake in so many different levels. And I'll tell you why. When I got started, I was like 15 years ago, right? We used to write articles for easing articles, and then we'd link to an affiliate product. And then that was the time when article spinning came out. So you could take one article and you could spin it through this like software, and it'll spit out a whole bunch of same articles, and you could post those to blog networks that would shoot out backlinks so you can rank shit, right? Kind of in a nutshell. it's kind of like black hat techniques. But the problem with that, it worked for the short term, but then Google got smart and cracked everybody down. And yeah, I lost a lot there. So for the long term, you want white hat. So you want, if that makes sense. It's not really about quality. It's just about playing with the rules. And you know, Google and stuff, they don't like that. They want personal experience in there. So what I'm trying to say is the more you sprinkle in your personal experience and expertise in the articles, the better it's going to do. So that's why I handwrite everything. I use the I statement. I talk about my own experiences in the post. Because that's going to help you just do better and compete. Okay? And yeah. And a lot of times what's so cool about blogging is you can mix it up. As you can, like this video I'm making, I'm going to put it in the blog post. So you can get traffic from YouTube and blogging and stuff like that. So I put Giphies in there. As you can see, I made a calculator. So you can really bump up the value with a blog post. Okay. Now let's talk about what I was going to say is conversion, right? Okay. So it's kind of like the saying, if you don't ask, you don't get anything. And speaking of that, good timing on this, but if you've gotten some value so far, then please consider hitting the like button and the subscribe button because it helps me. Okay, but so it is good to sprinkle in your affiliate products. It's kind of like asking into your blog post. And what I do is sometimes I'll just have one link, but usually I'll have a link sandwich. I'm starting to get hungry now. So what I'll do is I'll talk about the benefits. And if you don't know the benefits, again, AI could brainstorm a shit ton list of benefits to whatever affiliate product that you want to promote, and you can link to the benefits. So it's benefit, and then it's a link. So it gives somebody, because a lot of times when people they look at blog posts, they just scan it. So by having a few different links, like a link sandwich, right? Like a benefit, link, another benefit, and then another link. It gives us another opportunity to click that link, if that makes sense. Okay. All right. And another thing which I have to talk about, which will boost up your conversions, is email. Back in the days, it was all about the email list. It was ingrained in our brains, right? It still helps today, And because with an email list, some people have to look at something a few times before they pull the trigger, and you can do that with email. So it's good to build a list with your blog post. Okay. Now, I do want to talk about one more thing too real quick, is what's so cool about blogging, because some people think blogging is dead, is you can repurpose the blog post. So the same blog post that I made like here, you could post to LinkedIn, Substack, Medium. And again, with a YouTube video, you need an outline. What are you going to do? Just wing it, just talk about whatever's on your mind. So a lot of people need a blog post as an outline. It takes no effort to make a YouTube video from a blog post, which can also be repurposed. And there's a lot you can do with a blog post. If one blog post can make a week's worth of content. If you really, really wanted to, you could do that. And I actually made a blog post about it, on what you can do with it, but it's just nuts. So that's one way. It's a strategy. So I hope that, you may have gotten something from this so far. And again, I made a lot more detail into this post here. You can kind of take what I steal for the prompts and the AI and, my idea. I'll link to this blog post in the description and the first comment if it's helpful. Now you might be thinking like this, well, okay, Kevin, that's great, but how do I make money from this blogging thing, And there are high-ticket affiliate offers out there that pay a shit ton of money. So you don't need that many sales. And to give you some ideas on this, I actually created a video about 9 really cool high-ticket offers. And I'll put the link to that video up here, and I'll put down in the description as well. But some of them they're really cool. So I hope this was cool and helpful. Have a wonderful rest of your day, okay? All right, take care. Bye.